The City in Europe Built Before Humans Reached Europe. Part 1. In the dense forests and rolling plains of Europe, a mystery lingers that science has only begun to scratch. Deep beneath layers of soil and centuries of forgotten history, archaeologists have discovered something that challenges everything we thought we knew about human settlement on the continent. A city, perfectly constructed, perfectly aligned, yet older than any known human civilization in Europe. It is not a myth. It is not a legend whispered in village tales. It is a reality that has forced researchers to question who built it and why, long before humans were supposed to have walked these lands. The first hints came from satellite imaging and ground-penetrating radar. At first, it was dismissed as a natural formation. Rocks arranged by the hand of nature can often fool even the trained eye. But closer inspection revealed symmetry, streets, foundations, and structures that could not possibly be the work of randomness. Straight lines, precise angles, uniform measurements, signs of an intelligence and a plan. What archaeologists found was staggering. Walls that were not just functional, but also decorative. Towers that reached into the sky, their bases carved from stones too large for any known human technology of that era to handle. Streets paved with slabs arranged in patterns that hinted at a sophisticated understanding of geometry. Even the layout of the city reflected a knowledge of astronomy, buildings aligned to the movement of the sun and the stars. Radiocarbon dating, the primary method for understanding the age of ancient artifacts, provided an answer that stunned the scientific community. Some structures dated back over 50,000 years, long before Homo sapiens were thought to have arrived in Europe. Even Neanderthals, whose existence predates modern humans on the continent, had not been known to construct cities of this magnitude. So, who were these builders? The evidence suggests a species or a civilization previously unknown. They had knowledge of construction, engineering, and urban planning that would rival civilizations thousands of years later. Foundations of buildings indicate not only residential and ceremonial purposes, but also industrial functions. Some areas show evidence of large-scale water management, canals and reservoirs that would have required collective labor, coordination, and an understanding of hydraulics. What is more puzzling is that no trace of this civilization exists above ground. Unlike the Egyptians or Mesopotamians, there are no written records, no pottery shards, no tombs that have survived the millennia. It is as if they vanished completely, leaving only stone and earth as testimony to their existence. Archaeologists working on the site have nicknamed it the Lost City of Europe. Every layer of excavation peels back a story that defies human history. In one chamber, perfectly carved stone seats suggest ceremonial gatherings. In another, a network of underground tunnels hints at a society capable of complex construction and perhaps even defense. The scale and precision of the city is unprecedented, and yet it existed at a time when Europe was supposed to be inhabited only by small bands of hunter-gatherers. Some researchers speculate that this civilization could have had contact with early humans, passing knowledge, techniques, or even influencing migration patterns. Others wonder if it belonged to a species entirely separate from Homo sapiens, one that thrived and then disappeared without leaving any biological trace. Fossils from the area have revealed nothing conclusive, leaving more questions than answers. What makes this discovery even more incredible is the level of technology implied. Some of the stones used in construction are massive, weighing tens of tons. Transporting and placing them with precision would have required machinery or methods lost to time. Evidence of cutting tools and possibly adhesives has been found, yet they are unlike anything used in later known civilizations. The city itself was not uniform. Different sections revealed different styles of architecture, suggesting that the city evolved over thousands of years. This was not a fleeting settlement. It was a living, breathing metropolis that lasted generations. Streets widen and narrow, plazas appear, and even recreational areas emerge, hinting at a culture that valued leisure and community. But then, suddenly, the city disappears. Archaeological layers show a sudden abandonment. No signs of war, no signs of disease, no catastrophic natural disaster have been identified. It is as if the entire population vanished overnight, leaving the city intact yet empty. Some scientists theorize climate change could have forced them to leave, while others speculate that a cataclysmic flood or shifting tectonic activity may have made the region uninhabitable. But these explanations cannot account for the precision and preservation of the structures. Unlike Pompeii or other sites where a disaster froze a civilization in time, this city shows no evidence of human remains or rapid burial. It is a puzzle unlike any other. Intriguingly, there are hints that the city was aware of the stars. Astronomical alignments, circular structures resembling observatories, and carvings indicating celestial events suggest a deep understanding of the cosmos. This knowledge was far beyond what hunter-gatherers or even early Neolithic Europeans would have possessed. As more layers are uncovered, the city continues to reveal secrets. In one area, a vast hall lined with carved pillars depicts scenes that appear symbolic, though no known language has been identified. Some symbols resemble constellations, others hint at rituals, and a few remain completely undecipherable. Linguists and cryptographers have tried for decades, yet the script resists every attempt to translation. The Lost City of Europe challenges everything we know about human history. It forces us to ask whether we have been underestimating the intelligence and capabilities of early humans, or whether we are seeing the remains of a civilization that we never knew existed at all. And so, the mystery deepens. Who built this city? What happened to them? And most importantly, what can we learn from their knowledge, preserved silently beneath the European soil for tens of thousands of years? As excavations continued, the deeper researchers dug, the more extraordinary the discoveries became. Part of the city appeared to have been deliberately buried, almost as if the builders themselves had wanted to hide it from future generations. The stonework in these lower layers was even more sophisticated: polished surfaces, interlocking stones with no mortar, and an uncanny uniformity that suggested advanced engineering techniques. One of the most astonishing finds was a central plaza spanning nearly 3 football fields, bordered by colossal statues. These statues did not depict humans as we know them. Their proportions were slightly off, elongated limbs and oversized heads, hinting again at a population entirely different from Homo sapiens. Anthropologists struggled to explain these forms, as no fossil records had ever suggested the existence of such beings in Europe. Beneath this plaza lay a series of tunnels, an underground network that could rival modern subway systems. Carved with precision, these tunnels stretched for miles, connecting the city's different districts. Some chambers contained what appeared to be storage areas for water or food, suggesting an advanced understanding of logistics and resource management. The scale of planning was staggering. Evidence of energy use also emerged. Certain stones showed traces of materials that could have conducted electricity or served as insulation. Scholars debated, could this civilization have harnessed energy in ways we do not yet understand? Tools found nearby were unlike anything in the archaeological record: polished, sharp, yet composed of materials that modern science struggles to classify. Artifacts hinted at trade and culture. Delicate ornaments carved from unknown minerals were found far from their geological origin, implying trade networks that spanned great distances. There were remnants of musical instruments, some remarkably similar to flutes and stringed instruments, suggesting that art, music, and ritual played a central role in this society. In one of the city's largest structures, a hall of knowledge, archaeologists discovered a massive stone slab etched with hundreds of symbols. Attempts to decode it have spanned decades. Some claim the symbols represent a proto-mathematical language. Others believe they are astronomical charts, tracking movements of planets, stars, and even events we cannot yet observe. The implications are mind-boggling. This civilization may have had knowledge of astronomy far beyond anything contemporary humans possessed. Theories about the builders abound. Some suggest they were an early human species, perhaps a branch of Neanderthals or another hominin, capable of incredible cognitive leaps. Others posit the possibility of a lost, entirely unknown species, an intelligent race that lived, thrived, and disappeared without leaving DNA traces. The latter theory remains controversial, but the city's sophistication leaves few alternatives. What makes this site even more fascinating is its connection to later human civilizations. Some structures mirror designs found in ancient Greece and Rome, despite predating them by tens of thousands of years. Could this city have influenced subsequent European civilizations indirectly? Perhaps survivors or wanderers carried knowledge forward, embedding forgotten wisdom into myths, legends, and architectural templates. The question of disappearance remains. Climate data suggests the region may have undergone sudden environmental shifts, but these are insufficient to explain a complete vanishing. Some researchers suggest the builders migrated elsewhere, possibly following advanced understanding of resources, while others wonder if they achieved extinction in ways we cannot yet identify. Adding to the mystery are anomalies in the city's geology. Stones forming the foundations display signs of having been treated to resist erosion. Some appear to have been artificially hardened, while others show traces of a technology akin to early concrete, but predating known examples by tens of thousands of years. It's almost as if the city was designed to endure millennia, a monument for beings who anticipated their own disappearance. Despite centuries of research, the city continues to resist full understanding. Every excavation, every new artifact, every hidden chamber reveals more questions than answers. Linguists, engineers, archaeologists, and astronomers collaborate, but the knowledge embedded in stone and soil remains elusive. Even the city's layout holds mysteries. The streets form patterns reminiscent of fractals, repeating geometrical designs on scales both large and small. Could this have been a method of urban planning, a reflection of their philosophy or worldview? Or perhaps a deliberate encoding of information, meant to be deciphered only by those who truly understood their science and culture? The city challenges the very definition of civilization. It existed before Europe's first known humans, yet it had all hallmarks of a thriving, intelligent society: governance, infrastructure, art, science, and culture. And yet, it vanished without a trace. Its disappearance forces us to confront uncomfortable possibilities: that human history as we know it is incomplete, that intelligence may have emerged multiple times on Earth, only to vanish, leaving behind only whispers in stone. Modern technology has breathed new life into the exploration of the city. LiDAR scanning, drones, and AI-assisted pattern recognition have revealed hidden structures and connections. Some areas suggest the presence of sophisticated laboratories, workshops for metallurgy, and perhaps even areas for experimentation with materials and energy. The idea that this civilization had knowledge far surpassing its time is no longer speculation. It is increasingly evident in every discovery. As the world learns more about this lost city, it sparks fascination and debate. Documentaries, research papers, and media coverage paint a picture of a civilization so advanced that it challenges our understanding of history. Historians must reconcile known timelines with these findings, and every new discovery seems to push the boundaries further. The city's greatest secret may lie in its silence. No records, no human remains, no explanations. Just stone, earth, and the faint echoes of a civilization that existed, thrived, and disappeared long before humanity was meant to inherit Europe. And perhaps that's its ultimate lesson. History is not a straight line. Civilizations can rise and fall, intelligence can flourish and vanish, and the Earth holds stories that challenge our understanding of time, progress, and our place in the universe. The lost city of Europe is more than an archaeological wonder. It is a mirror, reflecting the fragility and resilience of life, the impermanence of even the most advanced societies, and the mysteries that remain hidden beneath our feet, waiting for those brave enough to uncover them. For those who study it, it's a journey into the unknown. For the rest of humanity, it's a reminder that the Earth holds secrets far older and perhaps far wiser than we can ever imagine.